Hey everyone, it's Sean here and I'm back with another Air Max review, continuing on with my trend for Air Max month. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Air Max 90 Ultra 2.0 Flyknit in the infrared colorway. Once again, another huge thank you goes out to Finish Line, who was able to send these over my way. So these are still available on finishline.com, so if you are located in the US, be sure to check out their website and grab a pair of these yourself. These shoes released as a kickoff shoe for Air Max month. They released on March 2nd for a price of 160 USD, or here in Canada for 215 Canadian dollars. The official colorway, while nicknamed infrared, actually does not contain the color infrared. So this shoe is made up of white, wolf gray, and bright crimson. So let's take a closer look into the details of this shoe. So this is a new silhouette by Nike that was introduced for 2017's Air Max month. So basically what this does is it takes the original Air Max 90 silhouette. Instead of the traditional mesh and suede upper, they've stripped that all away, and in its place is this Flyknit material covering the top. So as you can tell, this Flyknit is composed of a mixture of wolf gray and white. Looking at the lateral side, there is this wolf gray knit that covers this mid panel and wraps its way around the toe box. And rounding out the remainder of the Flyknit is this white colored knit along the toe box, as well as right below the ankle area. Because the upper is Flyknit, this makes the shoe a lot more lightweight and a lot more breathable. In addition, there is no stuffing that's found around the sides of the shoe. So as you can tell, especially around this ankle area, all there is Flyknit, and there's absolutely nothing else. Moving up along the tongue, there are these eye stays, one in bright crimson and one at the top in black on both sides. So this is how the original Air Max 90 looked, having these two-tone colored eye stays on the sides of the tongue. The laces on these shoes are your standard flat laces done in white, and the tongue itself is done in this neoprene material, and it has this Nike Air Max patch in gray that's fused onto the top. In addition, there is additional padding on the sides of the tongue running up and down both sides on the front, as well as both sides of the back. Similar to the original Air Max 90, this shoe also features Air Max branding on both the lateral and the medial side right here. As well on the back heel, there is this big Nike Air branding done in bright crimson and black. Rounding out the heel, there is this nylon strip running from the base to the top, done in this black nylon material. A nice touch about this shoe is this no-sew construction. In traditional sneaker manufacturing, you're usually able to see the transition from one material to another via an actual stitch that's on the material itself. So in the case for this shoe, this upper basically features no visible stitching. The eye stays, as well as the accent done in this bright crimson material, as well as the wolf gray swoosh, these all feature no visible stitching. This shoe sits atop Nike's Ultra 2.0 midsole. So this is where the Ultra 2.0 comes into the sneaker's name. So this Ultra midsole is a cored out, very lightweight foam midsole. Of course, it wouldn't be an Air Max 90 without this visible Air Max 90 bubble. So this bubble is visible on both sides of the shoe, and it's accented with this bright crimson color that wraps around the entire bubble. Taking a look at the outsole, as I mentioned before, this is an Ultra midsole. So as you can tell, this is really cored out. They've removed portions of the midsole and stripped away areas that wasn't necessary to make it a lot lighter weight. Instead of having an outsole that's predominantly rubber, in this case, this is predominantly foam with accents of rubber found on the forefoot right here in black, as well as on the bottom heel in target areas where they need additional durability. One nice final touch that they added in the design of this shoe was this visible air bubble that's seen through the bottom outsole. These sneakers feature this removable insole done in this wolf gray color that has this Nike accent branding in bright crimson on the heel. This is a fairly thick insole, it's fairly padded, and it feels quite nice on feet. From a sizing perspective, these do run pretty big. So as I mentioned earlier, there is no additional padding found anywhere on the shoe's upper. So as a result of this basically means that your feet are swimming in these shoes if you do stick with your true size. So for me personally, I went with a half size down, which was a size 10. My traditional Air Max 90s or Air Max 1s, I do go with 10.5. These ones being a size 10, they did feel fine, but there was a little bit of additional room in the toe. So I would say at least go a half size down. Some people I've heard have even gone down a full size. From a comfort standpoint, these are pretty comfortable. They aren't the absolute best, but I'd say that they do the job. So on the forefoot area right here, I'd say that they're pretty responsive, pretty squishy, but on the back heel right here, when you take a step back, you really don't feel any cushioning at all, and it's actually quite stiff, especially right here on the back of the heel. The addition of this insole though does make this shoe overall pretty comfortable. I just wouldn't say that this is the top 3 most comfortable shoes that I own in my collection. I will say though that this shoe is very light, so if you do like the appearance of the Air Max 90, but you don't like the weight that the shoe sometimes carries, this is a very good alternative. So now let me show you guys how these sneakers look on feet. So this wraps up my review of the Air Max 90 Ultra 2.0 Flyknit in the infrared colorway, or officially known as the white, wolf gray, and bright crimson colorway. Leave a comment down below to let me know what you guys think of these. Do you think Nike did a good job with turning the Air Max 90 into a Flyknit version, or are you guys more of a fan of the traditional model? As always, be sure to give me a follow on Instagram, give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more videos to come in the next few days. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.